Developing story, heavy rumors have been circulating about potential mass layoffs at Qualcomm. 10 News reporter Steve Fiorina joins us on this story. And Steve, I'm sure this was a very hot topic in Sorrento Valley today.
Certainly is, Steve. Spreading like wildfire on the internet, articles in the Wall Street Journal, Forbes, Reuters. Certainly the talk here in San Diego's version of Silicon Valley. No Qualcomm employees would talk on camera with us, but it's certainly one that very few, some of them are nervous about. Qualcomm has been golden in San Diego for decades, but hard times have arrived with increased competition.
Their margins have come down a little bit, and their sales and their profitability has slowed over the last couple of years. And the stock is down, so they're going to start to get pressure to do something. And I think in their case, to try to increase that bottom line, they figure probably the easiest first step they can take is layoffs.
One estimate is 3,000 to 4,000 layoffs, which could be announced with third-quarter earnings reports on Wednesday. Sorrento Court is where techies grab lunch in the shadow of some of the Qualcomm buildings, and people talk.
There's lots of competition in the industry. Qualcomm's been losing some business to Samsung and other chipset manufacturers, and so from a competitive perspective, I understand it, but I also have lots of friends who work at Qualcomm, and so it's kind of hard to see that.
Qualcomm employees are understandably tight-lipped at this point.
I've personally gone through this as well. High tech is a up and down business. I've been in growth businesses and then lost my job as part of those, kind of reorganizations. So personally, I feel for what they're going through.
Not bothered by that problem.
An SDSU finance professor did some calculating. He said a layoff of 10% of the Qualcomm workforce would take a small chunk out of our economy, but it would not be a crippling blow.
That would be like taking an aircraft carrier out of San Diego, somewhere in the same realm, except that the salaries on the aircraft carrier probably don't approximate the salaries at Qualcomm.
There's also some talk that part of the company might be split off. Now at 7 o'clock, we'll hear some thoughts on how some of those employees who might be laid off, how tough a time they would have finding other work. Live in Sorrento Valley, Steve Fiorina, 10 News.
Never good news.